Hey, it's Yash, and in this lesson, we're going to cover how to find people from a list of companies using the Find People source in Clay. In the last two lessons, we found a list of software companies based in New York and added funding stage data to those companies. Now, we're ready to find the people we want to reach out to at those companies. Remember the Jigsaw framework? Our corner data pieces apply here as well. The Find People source in Clay works best when you have company LinkedIn profile URLs in a column, or second best with company domains. Let's dig in. To pull up the Find People modal, I'm going to head over to the Actions button on the top right and click on Find People at these companies. Notice that a few fields will automatically populate for me in the top left corner of my Find People modal. Always double check to make sure the mapping is correct. The table I'm referencing here is the current Find Companies table. Great. The column that I'm going to use to identify these companies is their LinkedIn URL, and I'm going to use only the default view, which contains all companies. Note that if you wanted to, you could start with a Find People search using company attributes directly instead of running Find Companies and then Find People. We often don't recommend this approach because it's best to enrich your company data at the account level and then flow it into a people data table. But if you want to go straight to contacts, we allow you to do that too. For now, we're going to filter our people list just to job titles related to revenue, go-to-market, marketing, or sales. From there, we'll further filter the seniority for these titles down to VPs, directors, and heads at these companies. We could further filter their experience to target people who have been in their role for more than 6 months or more than a year, or people who have had at least 2 or 3 different job experiences on LinkedIn. We could also filter for specific words they might have in their bio or where they're based. Or if we wanted to cast a wider net, go by job function instead of job title. Since we've already got a rather targeted list, we'll keep it to just title and seniority for now. The last filter we're going to add here is to people located in New York, because remember, we want to see if we can offer to meet up for coffee or grab lunch in person. Note that there's a ton of other filters on here that we're not using but could. Say you want to go after people who have a specific certification. Maybe you want to target people who are certified in HubSpot or have any HubSpot skills on their profile. Or you want to go after people certified in Salesforce. The possibilities are endless with what you decide to input here, and the same holds true for language and education. For now, let's forge ahead with our current search and preview our list of senior GTM employees based in New York at companies with over 500 employees. I immediately get a pretty decent list of about 753 people. Now, we'll go ahead and import that list of 753 people into a new Clay table. Again, I could choose default enrichments to add to this table, but I'm going to go ahead and just continue for free. Once you import your contacts list, there's 2 other important things to note. Number 1, you can edit your source. If you realize after importing leads that you actually do want to cast a broader net, you can edit the source by clicking this source column to add more parameters and gather more leads. Note that editing the source will not remove rows that you've already added to the table. It will simply add new ones from the search you've just run. So you'll still have to remove rows yourself. Number 2, note that your tables are natively connected. What's really great about the Find People search is that we natively connect your Find People and Find Companies tables for you from this search. You can see the second column in your people table has this company table lookup. From that lookup, you can extract data from your company to each person automatically. If you decide to go back and add more data to the company table, like tech stack, for example, then all you would need to do is rerun the lookup column to pull tech stack into your company table as well. That's everything we've got for Find People. Next up, we'll dig into enriching your people data with waterfalls. See you there.